What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode. And today I got something special for y'all. Not only am I bringing y'all some amazing content from one of your favorite creators, LOL, but I am showing y'all finally getting to, after 2 weeks of having it, guys, and just being bad weather where I couldn't, I'm finally going to get to show off my 2024 setup. That is right, guys. We are in a new boat this year for the 2024 season. I've been out in it one time. I've been rigging it up a lot here lately. There's a lot of work that still needs to be done to it, but overall, what we've got started so far looks amazing. So there will be a lot to come and a lot to change, but without further ado, guys, my new 2024 setup is the Bonafide SS127, guys. Look at this beauty. It's a SS27, which means it's 12 foot and 7 inches. It's almost a 13-foot kayak. I'm not for sure on the width of it though, guys. I know a lot of y'all are familiar with Bonafide and, you know, their boats and their products, what all they do. Amazing. Like, when it comes to, I would say, a kayak that comes as a blank slate, other than NuCanoe, Bonafide would have to be your next best step as far as riggability, accessibility, what all you can do to it, and all of that, guys. So, with that being said, I'm going to pretty much break down the full kayak, the details over it, all the cool little odds and ends that comes with the kayak. Just a lot of stuff that you guys can do to it yourself. So, further ado, start at the front right here. Hopefully y'all can see it. Already the Bonafide comes with an integrated handle. It makes it perfect for carrying it, you know, when you're trying to get up and down them hard spots. Comes with this little thing right here, a little flap. You can put your paddle up under, hold your paddle down, which also integrates in with the kayak design. These little ridges right here are great for holding your rods along with this right here. I'm planning on here in the next month or so bow mounting it, so I'm definitely going to be having a plate up here with a trolling motor on the front, you know, and kind of like my old setup. Already you can see the Yak Attack roto grip. It has my Yak Attack landing gear right here in my net. But one cool feature about the Bonafide though, guys, is their hatch. Like, look at this. I can open it right here. Boom. You got a fully open hull down here. Full access to all your wiring needs. If you want to store rods in here, you can store them in here. I literally put an 8-foot power pole spike in there and it fit perfectly. No problem at all, guys. Bonafide also makes an accessory. It's their bow bucket that goes down in here. I plan on getting the bow bucket here soon. That way you can add, you know, a little, put your snacks, day gear, whatever you want down in that little bucket and it'll be fine. And even with the bucket being in it, you still got plenty of room in the hull to keep all your storage, your extra rods, your batteries you'll have setting in here. Because I keep my one battery setting right here, like my old design, for my grass, my power pole, my 360 lot. And their cool thing about how they done this, with the lid, they integrated this to where the plastic rises up. That way when water's coming over your hull or it's raining, it don't get down in it. The hatch comes with a pretty solid seal around it, keeps it from leaking. I mean, there's a little water in it right now, but that's mainly because of all the rain so we've just had, and part of the kayak is actually open in the back right now. I gotta fix. So another cool thing about this lid though here, guys, once you latch it down, say you're up fishing, you forgot something in your bucket, you ain't gotta reach all the way up here and get out at the bank. You just get right here, flick these bad boys down, and boom, another way to get in your hatch. And if you really need to get it, the hatch comes completely off. You undo these two, undo these bolts right here, you can take the whole hatch off, guys. And I thought that was pretty neat. Another cool feature of this kayak is you not only have your gear tracks that come standard on most kayaks on both sides right here, but you also get two right here on the front, which is great for mountain graphs, putting a GoPro mount up here. They actually make some companies make mounts you can put right here to run both your graphs like across, so that'd be pretty neat. I've added the Yak Attack through hole kit right here. As you can see this year, so far I'm running 2 units this year. I got the Lowrance Elite TI9, then I got the Lowrance Elite 7 HDI. I got one that's running mapping and side imaging. I got one that's running down imaging and 2D with mapping. So another cool feature about this, I ain't gonna take it all the way out, but all you gotta do is unlatch that and this one, and the whole pod picks up out of there. Pretty sweet, ain't it? Let's see. So far, I've added the gear track right here for the extra graph. Another cool thing about this kayak, if you don't want to run bow mount, you can also run a stern mount. The pedals are integrated where you can pull this latch right here and they'll move freely back and forth. And as you can see right here, it's already got one cut out to run your rudder system cords through the hull and up to your pedals. Another cool feature about this kayak I really love, guys, and have been wanting for years in kayaks that I've had, is the junk drawer. Everybody needs a junk drawer when they're out there, whether it be snacks, equipment, lures you cut off, throw them in the junk drawer, slide them back, lock it down, you're good to go. Another neat feature is the seat, guys. The seat that comes with the Bonafide. There are so many multiple settings. Like, this is the high position. You can just pull this cord and it literally switches down all the way to the lowest setting. Let me see if I can show y'all real quick. Let me flick these. I would pull that, bring that this way. Then you'll want to grab this one, bring it down. Woo, sorry guys, I've been messing with it and that came out on me. No big deal, there we go. I'll put it back in there right in a little bit. Well, that's the deal, I got the seat in it right, somehow. Okay, there we go. But as you guys can see, there's the low position. And even in the low position, you still, loosen my knob here, have access to your junk drawer. I find this low position will probably come in very handy on them really rough rivers, you know. When you're setting up real high, you're afraid you're gonna tip out, or on them really windy days, just drop your seat and you're good to go. Another cool feature that's been added on this kayak is for the paddle holder up here. I got the Yak Attack double header on it, which is a great addition to it. Also with a Yak Attack track here. Another cool thing, you got integrated handles on both sides of the kayak, as you can see. And they both have bungee tethers to either hold your paddle down or you can hold a rod down. And something else I was talking about, if you notice how the kayak's laid out, you got your runs up through here, then these, and then that up here. Your junk drawer also has the grooves in it for your rod butts. You can store 4 rods right here and run them up your kayak. And that's very handy, especially if you fish a lot of rivers that has a lot of overhanging trees. That is a plus right there, guys. Let me tell you. Moving on back, you can see there's still plenty more hull storage back here to add more accessories to and whatnot. It comes with your standard gear tracks on the back of each side. I'm still running the 16x16 Yak Attack crate, the new one of theirs. Then moving on back, I got the Power Pole. This is the Power Pole Micro Anchor, the newer edition with the 8-foot spike in it. That also has the tether in case it falls off. The tether literally has it protected for me. Running a boat style 360 light, which we've rigged up to here, and it's integrated in with it. And the cool thing about Bonafide is they got this access plate right here, which I got to do where I was talking about water getting in it right here. I got the through hole kits by Yak Attack. I got to add in right here to run my wiring through. That way that gap ain't right here. But that plate comes off super easy. That way you can get in there for all your rigging needs. You can probably place a small battery right here if you wanted to for more accessories, you know. Moving to the back, they also got another handle. As you can see, the power pole's blocking it, but it's integrated with it. Literally, you just grab it, pull it out, and it goes right back in with that bungee cord. Another cool thing I thought about Bonafide that they'd done was with their hull. Look at how their hull's designed here. It's almost like a pontoon style hull. It adds kind of, in my opinion, a second stability, which adds more stability out there on them windy, rough days. That pontoon design, I believe, helps a lot. They also integrated these little black things in here that helps when you're having to drag your kayak to a certain spot. And they make Bonafides, honestly, I'll tell you guys right now, they don't track the best, but you can get on their website and order these things called Flex Wings. And the Flex Wings literally bolt into these and they stick into here. And one sticks in this way and it helps the tracking, you know. And then as far as if you wanted to do a stern mount, as far as I showed you up front, on the back, here's the hole. There's a hole. Run your wires through right to your motor, and then there you got it. Moving on up the other side, still got the good old Yak Attack cup. Added a Yak Attack tracking right here, the small edition. Moving up, the gear pod. I forgot to show you guys this. Also has storage, which is amazingly handy. If you can't fit it all in your junk drawer, well, don't worry. You have the pod storage. As you can see, there's a bunch of junk in it right now, mainly transducer wires and stuff. I'm actually going to be putting a plate over them wires, hiding them down in there to give it a more cleaner look as we go on. But so far, you know, I've got my my weight in there, pliers, scissors, a few little lures here and there. My pliers and my scissors, they'll all go in there when I'm actually on the boat. You just set it right back down. Got a quick little latch here and a quick little latch there. And I plan on running a Yak Power kit here soon on it, guys. I'm probably going to be installing the Yak Power kit either right here or right here. I may end up putting it up here closer to the battery. That way the wires ain't so hard, you know. But yeah, guys, pretty much the new 2024 setup for me. I mean, there's a lot of work in progress still. I've literally been out on the boat one time, and just that one time, I loved it. You know, even though it was a rough, windy day, I still loved it. I can only imagine how well this boat's going to do on a good day, how good it's going to do on the river. And I really can't wait, guys, to have that motor, that trolling motor on the front, and have it back to being hands-free, covering more water, a little more faster. I mean, that's still debatable, because I've kept up with people on trolling motors and a pedal drive pretty easy. But that's here nor there. Oh, and another quick feature, guys. They also added these cool little, I guess you say, bungee cords or paracord holders on each side. That way, if you want to store a cooler up here or camping gear, whatever it might be, you can set it right down in your hatch, run a bungee across, paracord, whatever, tie it down, and it is safe and sound. It ain't going nowhere, guys. Like I said, when it comes to, I believe, a clean slate for, you know, however you want to rig it to your best needs, Bonafide, it'd have to be my top 2 kayaks. So we're going to run it this year for 2024 and see what we like. If we like it at the end of the year, who knows? We might stick with Bonafide, might upgrade to a different one, or go from there. There's still a lot to be learned, guys. Another cool feature real quick. The drain plug. Right there on the side. All you got to do is twist her, pull her out, tip your kayak up on the side, and drain all the water out. I thought that was a cool feature. It makes it more handy, especially with it being right there on my Old Town. If you guys remember, I had the Old Town Sportsman PDL 120. The daggone plug was literally on the nose of the kayak. I literally could never drain it there because of how heavy it was. But this kayak, I'd have to say, stability compared to the Old Town, I would give the Old Town probably a 9 out of 10. I would have to give Bonafide probably an 8.5 out of 10. And that's pretty good, 8.5 out of 10. And I will give you guys a quick warning. As far as the Yak Attack new black packs, the 16x16 does fit in the hatch on the back, but it's a tight fit. So you will have to wedge it in there and adjust these little guys a little bit. If not, it won't get through. But that's pretty much it, guys. Hope y'all enjoy. GoPro, stop recording.